That's yours.
No, I don't
See
know.
that
I thought it was
page?
yours.
There, they got a screen that has that on there, they switch.
It's not mine.
Yeah, we're gonna get the little
Two
What's
cameras
that?
on the screen.
A little
dimmer switch.
cool. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
What's the lighting look back there? I mean, on the camera.
This feels so strange because you've been on my left hand.
If you need more room, room over here.
I'd like to call this meeting of the Cookeville City Council to order, please. Could we have a roll call?
Councilman Anderson,
Here.
Councilman Shelton,
Here.
Mayor Salee,
Present.
Vice Mayor Davis,
Here.
Councilman Williams,
Here.
all present.
All right, if we could all rise for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Well, welcome back to the Cookeville City Hall. We're glad to be back. I think everybody
Yes,
is.
we are. Glad to be home.
Thank you for joining us tonight. First, do we have any additions or corrections to the agenda?
No changes.
No changes. Item 1 is consider approval of agenda as presented. Do we have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All of those in favor of the motion indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, like sign.
5 yes votes, motion carries.
That brings us to item 2, presentation of the Heart Safe Community Award, sponsor Chief John Kendrick.
Mayor and Council, it gives me great privilege tonight to announce that on May the 1st we received the Heart Safe Community Award for small communities, which is for populations less than 100,000 individuals. This award was presented to us from the International Association of Fire Chiefs EMS division, with their primary sponsor being Physio Controls, which is a large manufacturer of medical devices and equipment. We had previously won this award in 2005 on a different criteria, which basically involved the CPR and the training and AEDs in the community. This year that criteria expanded. They wanted to look at pre and post care, what you were doing to further the advancement, what you were doing to get other people involved in the activities to make that program better and how it benefited your community. We are the first 2-time recipient for this award. They have been giving the Heart Safe Community Award since 2001, so out of 7 years they've been doing it, we've been fortunate to receive this award twice. This award is just not what the Cookeville Fire Department or Putnam County EMS has done. We are 2 of the major players in it, but it's been made up from previous council members, the council, the hospital, starting the program in 1998 by purchasing 10 AEDs for us. The city of Cookeville following that a couple of years later with 17 additional AEDs, and a couple more years after that some more. Counties purchased AEDs for their buildings and for police cars and fire trucks. We've had private citizens donating money to help buy mannequins for the training. We've got the Mended Hearts group at the hospital that is purchasing and donating AEDs to churches and groups within the community. We've got all the different agencies within the county, the sheriff's departments, the fire departments, Monterey, Baxter, Allgood, that are key partners in this, along with Tennessee Tech Police and Fitness Center, that's allowed us to expand this program to be able to receive this award. And I would like to hand it to you so we can put it on display with our other award. Thank you all for your all support in helping us do what we do and giving us the equipment we need to help perform this. Thank you, Ernie. Thank you all.
Thank you, Chief. Brings us to our old business section of our meeting tonight. Item 3, consider approval of minutes of council meeting held May the 3rd, 2007. Do we have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Approval.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion on those minutes? Any comments from the audience? Seeing none, all indicate support of the motion by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, like sign.
5 yes votes, motion carries.
Thank you. Item 4, consider on second and final reading ordinance 070409, closure and abandonment of the undeveloped street right-of-way of Wall Avenue adjacent to 1281 Winter Hill Drive, sponsor James Mills.
Mayor and council members, the closure and abandonment of the right-of-way was approved by the Planning Commission, subject to compliance with Title 16, Chapter 4 of the Municipal Code. The Planning Department concurs with this recommendation. Based on the appraised land values of the adjoining properties, the value of the right-of-way has been determined to be $7,784. We've received no calls or comments since first reading.
Do we have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Any discussion by the council? Any comments from the audience? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, like sign.
Thank you.
5 yes votes, motion carries.
That brings us to our new business section of our meeting tonight. Item 5, consider awarding bid for cable electric department, sponsor Mr. Tony Peak.
Mayor and council, we've solicited and open bids for 6,000 feet of 500 MCM copper underground primary cable. Recommend Wesco as the low bid meeting specs.
Do we have a motion and a second?
So moved.
Second.
Have a motion and a second. Is there any discussion by the council? Is this for our interstate project, or is this for something else?
This is for the hospital project. It's the wire on our side.
Okay, good deal. All right. Any further discussion? Any comments from the audience? Seeing none, all those in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, like sign.
5 yes votes, motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Amazingly, that brings us to our hearing of citizens and/or delegations for this evening. I do have one special presentation here. Councilwoman Anderson has encouraged some fine students from our Avery Trace Middle School to be here tonight, and I think they all have speeches they're going to give to us tonight. Just kidding.
Was their attendance grade dependent?
Yes, the attendance, yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I would like to recognize these students. I myself was involved in student government through school, and it's very important to stay active in your school, and I applaud you for doing so and taking the time to be a part of your school community. We've got with us tonight Lacey, and you might just raise your hand, Lacey and Courtney, Cheyenne, Stacy, Emma, Amanda, Carly, Haley, Rachel, Mary Catherine, Mary Alice, Holly, Drake, Caroline, Chase, and Morgan. And then we also have some sponsors, Jody Dennis, and Joe Moussard, and Barbara Finlon. So we certainly appreciate you all coming tonight, and we would also like to, I believe our next meeting will be June the 7th, Kathy?
Yes.
Our next meeting will be June the 7th, and I think we'll be having a more formal open house that evening, and would encourage you all to come back and join us, and would encourage the rest of the citizens of Cookeville to come and see their new council chambers here. We have vastly improved the look and I think the functionality. We've got new audio-visual equipment that I think will hopefully spread the word across the television, and hopefully soon, I understand, we're going to try to do live streaming on the internet. So hopefully we'll get our message out and involve more of the people of our community. Is there any of the rest of the council that have any comments? Or?
I'd like to thank my students for coming tonight. We have done student council this whole year, and I wanted them to get a taste of real government. And it's not this easy all the time.
It's never this easy.
We're still not through.
We certainly appreciate you being here, and we are certainly glad to be back. I'd have to say that as gracious as our county government was to allow us to use their facility, it's nice to be back here at City Hall and conducting our business here. So thank you for...
Mr. Mayor, I've got one last thing to say.
Absolutely.
And of course, you know that's the truth. I did want to make a comment to the citizens of Cookeville and everybody in this room. My group of students went on a field trip to the Cookeville Depot and the Cookeville Museum. And if people haven't done that yet, they need to do that. It's free of charge, and we went to the depot, then the museum, and then to lovely Dogwood Park and had a picnic, and that'd be a great thing for people to do this summer, and no cost. So go see the History Museum and the depot.
Any other comments by the council?
Mayor, I think our city maintenance department deserves a big round of applause.
Yes, they
I mean, they were just,
Yes, I totally agree.
they started in early January and basically finished today.
They've done a fantastic job, and I hope that they make it to our June 7th meeting. Maybe we could encourage
Well,
them to.
if you'd have it during work hours, they'd probably come.
We also always open up our floor here to citizens of the community and or delegations. If there is someone that would like to come up and share their ideas or comments about anything going on, we will always open up our floor. So at this time, if you have any comments, please come forward and share those ideas with us. Seeing no comments, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
Second, whatever. Well, we're going to Thomas Andrews for dinner. You guys want to come with us?